Good evening and welcome to tonight's Juice Plus experience call. My name is Jess Garland and I'm a sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company, and I have been with them for the last 16 months. Firstly, I'd just like to say thank you to you for taking some time out of your Monday night to be on the call with us, and also to thank the person that has invited you on tonight's call or who has sent this link to you and you're watching it back. They've cared enough about you or your family to share this call with them. I love this call, our Monday night calls, because we get to highlight a special topic each week. And tonight's topic is one that's really close to my heart. So we're doing ADHD, anxiety, Asperger's, and also autism, all the A's that the kids, today have, little kids and the big kids. There's lots of people who are undiagnosed around. And it's not just close to my heart because I have a son who has ADHD and anxiety, but also my background is in early childhood and teacher aid. And so I work with these little kids every day that are struggling to survive in a world that, likes to put us in little boxes. So I'd just love to share some little fun fact with you that our company has been around for the last 46 years and our amazing products for the last 26. The guy who started our company still runs our company today, which I think is amazing. I think it's really cool, the longevity of this company. Not only have these products changed our life, but the business and the community behind the products have too. I honestly believe that it takes a village to raise a child, and I'm so grateful for the community and the friendships that I have been able to create and gather along this journey. And so tonight you'll be hearing from a couple of my friends on this call who this topic touches their hearts too. So firstly, I'd love to flick over to Fiona, and she's going to share about our products and her amazing story.
Hi guys, thanks Jess. I'm really excited to be on the call tonight because I'm a SC in the company and I've been in the business for 14 months now. And yeah, I'm really passionate to share because I also have a personal story about my son's experience on the product, but also his story before Juice Plus. So I'm starting off by sharing our amazing products. And I'm very passionate about these products because I know what they've done for us. And so I'm going to get into my story later, but first I'm going to share the products. So I just want to start with some facts. 1 in 2 people are dying of heart disease, and 1 in 3 people are dying of cancer. And people are, at the moment, they're not looking into preventative health as much as like waiting for the doctor to, to get medication to help them instead of like looking at their preventative health, because 75% of chronic diseases are preventable, and that is by doing one thing every day: eating 7 to 13 serves of fruit, veggies and berries. So less than 3% of adults are actually getting the bare minimum into their diet, and 1% of kids. 1%. Oh my goodness, that's so scary. I know it can be really expensive, to buy the fresh fruit and veggies, and you just don't know how fresh they are, how long whether they've been snap frozen. But what we have is an easy, convenient way, and we have 31 fruit, veggies and berries in a capsule. And the process is really simple. They're picked at the peak of ripeness and they're pulverized down to a pulp and dehydrated, which removes all the water and all the sugar. And when they do that, the sugar molecules attach themselves to the water. So you're getting all the nutrients without the sugar, and it's cheaper than a cup of coffee. So what I love is they're super easy, convenient, and you're getting all the phytonutrients into your diet and into your body every single day. And it's taking care of the micronutrients. So they're bioavailable. They get in your blood 5 minutes after you take them. You're not going to have the disco wee. You're not going to wee them out like synthetic vitamins. This is all food. Our products are simply food. So they have the live enzymes, which are it's like healing from the inside out. And we just don't know what the product's going to do for you. But, they work on the cellular level. So they're the capsules. And we have we're the company with the heart. We have a children's health study. So when a child jumps on the products, And I've actually forgotten to go and get my gummies. I'll just get them before I finish, unless anyone's got their gummies on hand. Oh, cool. Megs has her gummies. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to get my gummies. So Megs is holding them up. They're delicious and they're easy to as an afternoon snack when you're just looking for that something to get you going, and they're really addictive. But yeah, there's 17 fruit and veggies, serves of fruit and veggies in our gummies, and 96% of parents are reporting great results with their child, whether it's improved their behaviour, their concentration, better sleep, craving more fruit and veggies, drinking more water. We just don't know what's going to happen with your child, but a lot of parents are reporting results like that. And to go on the Children's Health Study, it doesn't have to be your child, just a child between the ages of 4 to 18. And so when an adult jumps on the capsules, the child goes free. So my favourite product I'm going to share now is the Complete Shakes. We call them nutrition dust because they're full of really good stuff, funky ingredients you wouldn't normally eat from day to day or even buy, like quinoa, millet, alfalfa sprouts, pumpkin powder, spirulina. They taste delicious, just like a chocolate and vanilla milkshake, and they're full of all good stuff. And my favorite thing is they have this mineral called niacin in them. It's like a mood booster and it keeps you feeling good. You know, you're not looking for that afternoon craving, not looking for the sugar. Like I was such a zombie mum before I found the products, and I was looking for that sugar fix all through the day, I should say. But when I found these, I have them for breakfast. They're a delicious on-the-go snack, pre-workout, post-workout, healthy breakfast, after-school snack. Kids come home from school looking for something to, you know, fill them up, and you can just make the amaze balls or just pop them with some almond milk or water, and they taste delicious. And you can pop in there, you know, berries and fresh fruit as well. So they are delicious and my favourite. So the last product I'm going to talk to you today about is our plant-based omegas, and they're our new products. So they've got the good fats. You know, it's a perfect ratio of omegas. People don't often realise that fish don't actually have omegas in them until they eat the algae. So you won't get that horrible fishy aftertaste. They're all plant-based. They're the good fatty acids, and they're great for skin, joint, hair, eyes, brain function. And that's it. Yeah, so they're awesome. And they have this like nice orange smell too, and they taste nice when you, I really like them. So we just don't know what Juice Plus is going to do for you. That's what we can't promise, but by adding 31 fruit, veggies and berries to your diet, you just don't know. So it's backed by science. That's my favourite thing too. There's 31 peer-reviewed studies to say that Juice Plus boosts immunity, reduces inflammation, improves heart health, reduces oxidative stress, protects your DNA, and supports healthy skin, gums, and cardio. My favourite part is the stories. So now I'm going to share my story and my son's story on the products, and I can feel the tears welling up already. I really, really, really become so emotional and passionate because if we hadn't found these products, I just don't know where Ashton would be. Okay, got to get myself together. So my 10-year-old boy, when he was born, he had a stroke. We had 2 strokes, and we just were not expecting that. You know, your firstborn baby, come home from hospital to have a stroke. And the doctors actually told us that he had an MRI and they said he's got brain damage. And that drive home, I was absolutely bawling my eyes out. And I remember saying to Ashton, I'm never going to give up on you. I will never, ever leave any stone unturned, because as it turned out, we didn't know what would happen like as the years gone by. We weren't sure how he'd be affected, but we knew that it could have been blind or deaf, or we just didn't know. But anyway, because I'm an early childhood teacher and I've got 15 plus years experience, I'm now a teacher, but I was working in early childhood. I read stories to him. I gave him the best start to life. I was so passionate about helping Ashton. So when he was 4 years old, we thought smooth sailing, no defects, nothing is going on until kindy. He would walk through the gates, not talk to anyone. He would not eat all day, and he would just talk to one child. Anyway, we took him to the pediatrician, and he said he has a condition called selective mutism, and it turns out he also has ADHD. So the journey begun. I went to every pediatrician I could. I was getting second opinions. I would take him to neurotherapy, kinesiology, OT, you name it, we did it, spent thousands. And then I was at my wit's end. Nothing was working. He was so anxious that he would not talk to even the grandparents. And we didn't realise because at home he was talking to us. But my mum and my mother-in-law said, you have to do something, because there was times that he wouldn't even talk to them. So it was so bad. Anyway, fast track, Tanya, my friend, reached out to me with the products. I was just, yes, I will try anything. I didn't expect much. I thought, oh, what can fruit, veggies and berries do? But was I wrong? A week on the products, he was in year 4. He'd gone all through schooling without a word to a teacher. His year 4 teacher emailed me after a week and said, Fiona, Ashton started whispering because he was mute. He was talking to the kids but not the teachers. I said, oh my goodness, this is not a coincidence. Now, fast track, it's been a year on the products. He talks to strangers. He answers their questions. He's so animated and so less anxious. He can leave the house without being really anxious about where we're going. He doesn't have trouble sitting still and focusing like he used to. We are just blown away with the results we see in Ashton. And every day there is something more. Like, he'll talk on the phone now and he'll answer the neighbours' questions. And there is just so many things that I'm blown away. I mean, we tried medication, it didn't work. And we just are so thankful that Tanya had the courage to reach out and say, what if this could help you? Now, the future looks so bright. Ashton just doesn't have the anxiety anymore. He's, it's not a quick fix, but the changes that we'll see in him, I'll forever be so passionate about this. I've even got notes that I haven't looked at. I think we just living and breathing this debilitating anxiety, and now to see a happy, outgoing boy that you wouldn't even know. Like, if you met him, you wouldn't know he had selective mutism. So that's my story. I could talk for ages about it, but I'm going to pass over to Jess, who's going to share her story.
Your story,
Thanks,
Ashton's story, is amazing, Fee. It makes me cry when I listen to you, and I'm like trying to hold back the tears so that I can do my own talk tonight. But I love it, and thank you so much for sharing. So our story, our son too is now 10 years old. Since he was little, we always knew that there was something slightly different to him to the other kids. He's always been highly, highly intelligent, but his social skills were lacking. And so we too worked really hard with him. At 4, we took him to chiropractic care. We did elimination diets. We did gluten-free and dairy-free. We did all sorts of things, to help with his behaviour. And then, like I said, I think it takes a village to raise a child. And so we went and saw a psychologist, and she was amazing and still is amazing. And his school have been amazing, his teachers to help us. But he did always, struggle with sitting still and listening and focusing when needed. And if I can take you back a couple of years ago, I was pregnant with our 3rd child, and our boy was 8 at the time. And for the year leading up to our 3rd child being born, Ollie had suffered with severe mouth ulcers. And he, to the point he'd have like 3 or 4 in a time, very large. And 2 days before we had our 3rd child, he was actually hospitalised with them because they were down his throat. And so then we went into the newborn, baby phase, and it was all crazy. And I promised him that we would figure out and get to the bottom of what was going on. And so we did the paediatrician and the blood test and stool samples, and no one could give me an answer. And the best that the paediatrician could say was that some kids just get mouth ulcers. And as a mama, that didn't sit okay with me. So I then went and sought a naturopath, and I asked for her advice, and she said we could put him on a multivitamin. I'd had 3 kids. I'd weed, had that disco coloured wee, and I said to her, is he going to wee it out? And she said, well, probably, but that's all we can really give him. So I took to the trusty internet, and I searched and searched. I said there had to be a product that could help him. In my heart, I knew that it needed to be a nutrition product, because although we try and feed our kids well, Ollie gravitated towards white food, as often children on the spectrum do, and he loved pasta, milk, rice, bread, and we'd worked really hard to bring in fruits and veggies into his diet. But at that stage, carrot, broccoli, potato and an apple were kind of his staple fruits and vegetables. And my husband said to me to have a look at a girl that was on, he used to work with, have a look at her Facebook page, and I'll be forever grateful that we did. We reached out to Chrissy. She shared the product. It made complete sense to us, and we jumped on board. Within a couple of weeks, within maybe 1 or 2 weeks, I noticed that, I actually took a photo of him at the end of dinner. He'd sat and eaten his meal without getting up. That was huge. He would get up and down from the dinner table at least 17 times. We just need to do this, or he's fiddling on his chair. And, my mum had made comments to me before, they don't see it. They just don't sit and eat their dinner. So that was a huge step that we saw really early on. And then, he started to have breaks from the ulcers. He wasn't ulcer free, but we would go a week or 2 or 4 without him having an ulcer. And as of January of this year, he has been ulcer free. He has not had one ulcer. So that was 5.5 months on the product before, since he had his last ulcer, and now he's gone 11 months ulcer free, which is amazing for us. And for him, the poor kid, I don't know how he put up with it for so long. So that just goes to show me that he's got, there was some gut health issues. And now, getting him to try fruits and vegetables was a struggle. Getting him to just taste them. Now he will taste fruits and vegetables. He will ask for fruits and vegetables. He doesn't love them all, but that's okay. Not many adults love them all. But the fact that he will try and taste is huge. And we love to do one simple change, and one huge simple change that we've been able to do in our family that he, now will remind me of is on Taco Tuesday night. We will have lettuce tacos instead of the taco shell. So he is actually wanting more fruits and vegetables into his diet. Something that, having a boy, I guess you always, and a sporting husband and I was a sporty girl myself growing up, is that you think your children are going to follow in your footsteps. We have been able to see that with him, and I am just, like I said, forever grateful to Chrissy for sharing the products with us. So that's our story, and I'm so excited, like Fiona, so excited to see what holds for him. Moving on to high school is going to be incredible, and I just think, I'm excited to see what they can do. So, like I said earlier in my talk, that we have an amazing business behind our products, and I would love to share for Fee to jump off mute and share with us about her business story. Fee is incredible, has been in the business for such a long time, and is an amazing mentor to all of us. So, Fee.
Thanks, lovely. Thank you, girls, for sharing those stories too. My name is Fee Taylor. I'm a National Marketing Director in the Juice Plus company, and I've had the pleasure of being associated with this company for nearly 7 years. So to see these girls sharing their stories this evening, I have been able to watch countless mums and dads and all sorts of people from all walks of life come along into this business opportunity and bring people in as customers and to join this business and hear stories like this. And our business is really, really based on our stories and who we are and what this product or this business opportunity can do for us. So 7 years ago, when this came across my desk, I was in the personal training business. I had my own studio, and I was honestly a little bit skeptical. I didn't really understand the power of what this product was. But looking at the research, I was able to see that this company really had everybody's back. The amount of the time and money and energy put into developing this product. So what happened was I joined the business to get my products cheaper. Basically, I wanted to be able to put my whole family on the product and see what this would do for our family. And so in order to get my products cheaper at a wholesale rate, I decided to join the business. I never in a million years expected it to become what it has today. I was running my personal training business. I was trading time for dollars. I was leaving super early in the morning. I was home to get the kids off to school. Then I would go back to work. Then I would pick them up, get home, throw dinner on the table, leave and get back to my studio. I wasn't really seeing much of my children. And, you know, this was going on for quite some time. Sorry, guys, I'm not sure what's happening with the internet there. It keeps dropping out. So basically, all this time away from my family was causing stress in my household. And my eldest child suffered from anxiety as well. And seeing, you know, getting him on the products and just seeing a little bit of an improvement in him was great for me as a mum. But what was happening behind the scenes is, just like the stories you've heard tonight, I was able to introduce a number of people to the product and hear what it was doing for them. And this basically just continued. Finding new customers, finding new people to join the business with me, and finding out what the product was going to do for them or what the business opportunity could do. And really, you know, fast forward a few more years in the business, because I was kind of just doing this on the side, I was very excited to see that my on the sideline business of fruits and vegetables in a capsule, the income was rolling in and matching the income that I was earning from my traditional business. And my traditional business was the one that was keeping me away from doing what I really wanted to do, is be a mum. I was helping so many other people in my business by, you know, training them and being a health coach for them, but I was really missing out on some amazing moments with my own kids. This business can be whatever you want it to be. There are people in this organisation who will come along to the business just as I did in the first stages, just to be able to afford their Juice Plus products and get them a little bit cheaper. There are people who are looking to earn a bit more income. Maybe it's a car repayment for them. Maybe it's a holiday fund for them to put some money aside for a family holiday. And there are people in this business who will come in and do amazing things and work with lots of people. And I feel so blessed that the income that I earn from my business is a complete reflection of how many people I'm able to help and how my team is able to help them. And that is probably the most rewarding thing for me by the income that I've been able to earn. And, you know, it's, as I say, the stories are everything, and the collection of stories that I've gathered in this time of people who are not only changing their health but changing their family. You know, people being able to semi-retire their partners or bring them home from the mine so that they can work closer to home, to be able to give themselves a bit of time off, to be able to start following their passion, to help more people. And, you know, I went into the fitness industry with an absolute passion to help as many people as I possibly could. And I was trading all that time and doing that. But the truth is, I could never, ever have had the impact myself that my team has having out here around the world in 26 countries, helping people to either live a healthier existence through better nutrition or to bring in a few extra dollars into the family home. And I think it's honestly one of the most rewarding things that I've ever been able to be part of. Our community is full of both men and women, but I'm going to say it's predominantly women who are mums who are out, you know, trying to make a difference for their family, and it's just an amazing community to be part of. So that's a little bit about the business, and I'm sure that, you know, if you would love to learn more than them, you know, the person who invited you onto this call or who has shared this with you will definitely be able to tell you a little bit more about how our business is structured and how we go about building amazing communities, helping each other. So Jess, I'm going to hand it back to you, hon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fee. That, like you said, the stories are amazing, the community is amazing, but the flexibility behind the business is also amazing. You know, as a mama with 3 kids, you know, they often have appointments, or, you know, there's got special days that's present for all of that. You know, I get to choose them, and I get to choose and create the life that we are living every day, which is massive. You know, that I don't have to say no, or I don't have to say to them, I'll try and get someone there, or try and ask a boss if I can get the day off work. So if you're like me and your kids have appointments with, you know, therapists or just special days at school that you'd love to attend, you know, like Fee said, talk to the person that shared this link with you or invited you on tonight's call. And I'm sure you've got questions. I had questions, you know, we love questions, you know, get them answered. Everyone is here to help you, and we honestly just want to see that your family and is thriving, because it's amazing when you can live a life that is a little less hostile, and, you know, that the kids are calmer, everyone's just a little happier, and we would love that for your family too. So thank you so much for taking time out of your night tonight, and see you next Monday.